Hey, soul survivors, we are live again and doing a little vibing. So feel free to turn your own music on. I don't know about copyright, so I figure we'll have a little ambiance going and you guys can have the music of your choice. Just makes it a little bit easier. So my friend, her arm, she tore some muscles. Some of you guys joined me yesterday that I had to cut the live short to go help a friend. And it was kind of ironic that the topic was, what is a good friend anyways? So you guys get to be my good friend as I'm doing my nails. Figure I do this, then I'll go ahead and get some sleep tonight. Got my laundry done today. What did you guys do on this beautiful Sunday? Hello, Eric. And was it Outflow? We got lots of different people joining us. So thank you for letting me do my nails so I can go to bed without it getting caught in my hair. Finally got that green out of my hair from swimming. I went swimming last weekend. First time in my entire life that my hair turned green because of the shock that my sister used in her pool. So I was shocked that my hair turned green. Have you guys ever seen anybody where their hair turns green? We got lots of people. Thank you for joining. We got Greg and Anthony and Mick Talk, Marshall and Richard. A lot of people, Lily, Bobby, Scott. Good to have you guys. So it's definitely an overcast day today and not the best day, to be honest. I got people joining, so feel free to say hello. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you guys would like to talk about. I'm going to be on about an hour, so trying to maintain a schedule. I see my hair is all fluffy. I'll comb it in a second as soon as the nails are dry. I'll get my black light set up so they'll glow. Hello, Chevelle. How's it going with you? What are you up to on this beautiful Sunday? Let me know what time zone you guys are in. It's Eastern Standard Time here, 10:30 p.m. And I do need to be responsible and go to sleep somewhat on time, as long as I'm in bed by midnight. Got to be awake at 6:30. Don't want to sleep through. And, also sleep is extremely important. Daytona. Ooh, I was down in Daytona during bike week and I'm like, what the heck? This is lame. I saw coming up from Cocoa Beach to Daytona, I only saw 3 bikes. And then I got into Daytona and it was unbelievable how many people show up for bike week. So I wasn't there for bike week, but I was there and it was crazy how many people. Rodney and a lot of different people joining us. So what do you guys think? Do you like the ambience of the lights or you prefer it without? You guys got to give me some insight on what you like. I've got something planned for tomorrow, so a little activity for us to do together. And I did buy some food. Tuesday will be a cooking day. So Tuesday you can join me for cooking. It'll be a little bit earlier, probably around 4:00 p.m., maybe 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And King is here and Cha-Cha's mom. How's Cha-Cha doing? Well, you guys should smell this. I just bought this new nail polish and it is very pungent, very strong. I bought the same color, but lost the bottle. So you said, let me read this. Pastor Prime. Well, thank you. Yeah. I am a grandmother, so at least I'm not bad for. How old do you think I am? Guess how old I am. How's that? How old am I? What's your guess? Austin is here. So just kind of chilling with you guys. What was my topic today? I got to remember that. Pretty much anything. And run, lamb. Oh, you know what? I should have bought that. That would be good. Lamb, rib chop, steamed shrimp. There you go with that shrimp again. I am not a fan of seafood. Early 50s, 54 years old. So I am 54. Yeah, I can't do seafood. I can't. I don't know. I don't like the smell of it, don't like the taste of it, don't like the texture. And like I said, I'm on the lake now. So I guess I got really good fish in this lake. So I don't know. Maybe if the apocalypse happens, I'll eat some fish. But a lot of love. Mimi, thank you. I appreciate all the love you guys are giving me. I don't like avocado. Ron says avocado in my salad. I don't like avocado either. I eat like a 3-year-old. So Mimi says hi. Yes, so I'm joining in. You guys got to tell me if you like the lights or don't like the lights. I know they're not fully set up, but Flicka says probably cleans up good. Yeah, today was chore day, so just did a bunch of whatever around the house. So thank you, Flicka. I guess that's a compliment. DJ is here. And I see some of you from before. I love that. You hated avocados for a long time. What made you start liking them? What made you start liking them? Today it's a little bit of a sad day. I don't have glitter for my nails. It's a recent development. Do you like I don't even just like how they have sour cream and then avocado guacamole. Do you like guacamole or you like actually just avocados? And Mimi, I've missed you too. I saw your comment. How you doing today? And it says to encourage my viewers to feel free to like and share. That always helps. Ron says low cholesterol, good cholesterol buster. Luckily, my cholesterol is good. There are some health benefits to it. There are definitely some health benefits to it. I am not a fan though. I know. I asked you guys for some recipes and then I'm like, nope, don't like it. You used to only like guacamole. I don't like hummus. You probably like hummus. Do you like hummus? Oh, I do not like hummus. I don't like a lot of like Middle Eastern food. So Mimi says, I'm okay at the moment, and we just got to take it moment by moment, but that is excellent news that you're doing all right. And me too. Me too. I actually talked to my boss for a long time. She's a true friend. It was really sweet. And she actually demonstrated empathy for me because, like I told you guys, I've been struggling with my health and trying to figure out what's going on. But she went for a nice long walk today, and I was still in bed at 1:30 p.m. today. And she's like, I was thinking about you because I'm out here, walking around, and I know you've been stuck up in bed. So that's where it is where you relate to the person. And you say you learn, we're never going out to eat. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm sure you're a nice person. So you like some hummus, some is gross. You had to have it made by someone. That's probably the better stuff. Mimi says, are you painting your nails? Yes. And I have a black light. These should glow in the black light. I don't have my black light hooked up though. Melissa says, have you ever had a good Indian meal? I teach English as a second language, and I met a bunch of people from different cultures, and I had some person bring over Indian food, and it was like kind of like a sweet rice, and it was just odd. I wouldn't say it was bad, but I don't like curry. I do not like curry, and it's hurting your eyeballs. Oh no, it's hurting your eyeballs. You guys don't like it? I can turn it off, turn the lights on. Is that what you like? You want me to turn it off? I don't know how to turn it off. I know how to unplug it, but my nails are wet. All right, so nobody said they liked the light, so here we go. I'll just turn on the overhead lights. That might help. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, you didn't do my makeup. There we go. I can unplug this. Hold on, guys. My nails are wet, though. Got all these cords. There we go. Is that better? Now you can see it looks like a mess. Because I had a silly string party. You learn to eat other stuff. Where you worked, a lot of people from all over the world, lots of Muslims, Arabic, and so forth. I just had Arabic food because my students, some of them are from Yemen, and they brought in some Yemenese food. So your sister doesn't like curry either. Yeah, I don't like curry. There we go. I'm sure you're being appropriate, right? You in the mood for some sausage, or what are you talking about? Learn to like new stuff. I had the weirdest craving like an hour ago. It wasn't a super strong craving, but I came across something, and it was something with zucchini, and I don't really like zucchini, but my grandmother used to make really good zucchini bread, and all of a sudden I'm like, I need some zucchini pancakes. Hi, remember me. Reborn. Yes. How are you? And tell me what's been new. Carl says I'd fall in love and you'd fall asleep. Well, at least we're falling for each other. Mimi says tomorrow is Monday. Shh, that's a secret. We have an hour and 20 more minutes. You got a little bit more time than I do. But I am doing good. I'm doing good. Still struggling with my health and energy. So I get hopefully a report tomorrow on what's going on. I'll keep you guys posted. Ron says, I just get cravings for specific things I don't usually eat. Yeah, sometimes it's out of the blue. When I was pregnant, I was craving. I got it. You guys, this is bugging me now without the lights. It looks like a mess. I'll let my nails dry and then I'll take it down. But yeah, when I was pregnant, I craved deviled ham. Never had deviled ham in my life. And I'm running through the store. I'm like, where's your deviled ham? And the other thing I really liked was macaroni and cheese with soy sauce. So what about you guys? Any cravings that are odd? So yeah, I'm just struggling with it might be my adrenal gland, something like that. Reborn says, how many kids do you have? Thank you. I do have one. I only have one. I had a couple miscarriages, but I do have one beautiful daughter, very blessed. I know some people don't even have one. So even though the miscarriages were extremely difficult, yeah, I almost lost my life bleeding out. And it was not a good situation, but very, very blessed to have my daughter. Marcus says, I love Dixon Mayas. I don't know who that is. And you like gummy bears? We all like lots of stuff. I just bought some gummy bears for the kids at school. So Reborn says, oh, I'm so sorry, hon. Yeah, and I remember I was like 8 years old and my aunt, who is not biological, and I only say that because of like genetics and, you know, having a child. But I remember she had a miscarriage and I was like, wow, I feel so bad for her. God would never let that happen to me. And it happened several times. And also my sisters. So yeah, don't always count on that. So, but save you from school, please. No. Hello, Phantom. Mimi, you need to go to school. Red beans and rice. I don't like beans. Run. We're never going to have dinner. I'd stick to my diet if I was hanging out with you. Yeah, I don't like beans either. When I went to China, I was there for 5 weeks. And yeah, I pretty much lived on soy sauce and rice. And then they had celery that was like in butter. So that's all I ate was rice and celery. Phantom says, how was the doctor's appointment? I got my blood test back. They haven't officially read it, but my sister is also a nurse practitioner. I was in line for like an hour and a half, and it was supposed to be a timed cortisol test. So it's supposed to be at 8 o'clock. They didn't do it till 10 o'clock. And it kind of has like a half-life. So it goes down throughout the day. So it was kind of screwed up. But it's still high, even though it had that half-life for 2 hours. So what is a miscarriage? I know they like prevent you from having a child, but how do they happen? A miscarriage is when the baby like stops growing inside of you. So mine, I had a couple, but the one I know what happened is the heartbeat just stopped and it didn't have something called the fetal pull. So it kind of attaches, but it doesn't have that connective tissue, and the baby died. So my body didn't shed it. I was bleeding, but the baby stayed there. So I was just bleeding and bleeding. And I had like blood clots like this big, like every 3 minutes, somewhere around about this big, every 3 minutes. So I was bleeding out. I had to get blood transfusions. So I just wouldn't shed it. And so yeah, it stops a baby from growing. And I had other ones, which I don't know what was wrong. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it can go, you know, at any time. A 25%, was it 25% risk of miscarriage? And I was 38 which is considered old for having babies. You can still have babies at that time, but school doesn't deserve you. You're right, Mimi, but you're going to show up for them anyways. Melissa said, red beans and rice. Yes, you love Cajun food too. I'm not going to have anybody to hang out with. Tandem says, hope the best for you. And that was, how many years ago was that? I don't know, like 16 years ago. So love your different glasses you wear. Thank you. Try to switch it up a little bit. Keep it exciting for you. I just saw something where they had, what is Ron say? Ron says you just eat dust or something. We have a joke that I eat ice. So last night after I went to babysit for my friend, I ended up going to get Burger King. It was the only thing that was open. So that was expensive compared to what it used to be. I usually don't go there. It was almost double. But I got 4 burgers because I knew I needed to go shopping. So I got 4 plain cheeseburgers, one for me, one for Dixie when I got home. And then I had some before I went shopping today. So I had a burger today. I do like pizza and spaghetti. So we're good on that. Just don't add all the funky stuff on the pizza. um, and then, yeah, so I had a salad and a burger. I didn't eat very much today. Had a couple pieces of Chex Mix just because I needed to eat something. Hey, you. Hey, Mark. How's it going? Burger King. I actually ordered fries too. I never order fries. I love fries, but I'm like, I'm eating them. Say no to Burger King. Well, last night it was the only thing open, and otherwise it would be like do what I've been doing, eating emergency food. Yes, Melissa, you will see me cooking on Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm trying to figure out. Phantom says, love lasagna. I will make Grandma Schuller's lasagna. So I will do that in a cooking show. Maybe I can do that this coming weekend. I know the weekend just ended. I'll do that. I'll invite some people over because I can't eat a whole thing. Hola, te amo. Aw, te amo. I love you too. Melissa says, what do I like to cook? I live alone, so I don't normally cook like really good stuff. I just cook basic. But I love cooking for people. So I'm going to do, I think, a chicken stir fry on Tuesday. I'll do the lasagna probably Saturday. And then Eris Hermosa. But I just like to cook. I'm really good at baking, but I don't eat baked goods. I want to make, it's called Marry Me Chicken. Been craving that, chicken marsala, and just want to kind of experiment. So tell me what you guys like. As long as it doesn't have beans or seafood or spice, like hot spices, then I'll try it. I'm hooking up chicken burritos. That would be good. That would be good. I also don't like tomatoes and onions. I don't mind. Chicken marsala is delicious. And Marry Me Chicken, it's like a cream base with some mushrooms, I think. Got the recipe over there. And then I also have a book. You guys might be interested in these recipes where they're like kind of like the knockoffs. Do I eat vegetables at all? I love vegetables, but basic ones. I had a salad for dinner, and tomorrow I'll have the stir fry. So that has vegetables. That'll be some peppers in there. And I had carrots last night. So they don't, well, I don't know. Do they sell any vegetables at Burger King? I had potatoes. Does that count? So yes, I need to find a good recipe. I had a friend take me out to dinner and they had chicken marsala. I was like, it was kind of a semi-fancy restaurant, probably about a 4-star, and tried changing the lighting. What do you want me to do with the lighting? What's wrong with the lighting? So I know. Turn it off so I'm prettier. I know. My nails are starting to get dry. I gotta get this stuff out of the way though, because since you guys made me turn it off, now I gotta take all this down. Because it looks like a mess. There we go. You guys aren't vibing the colors. That's all right. My secret decorations. They looked better last night, and then I had to take stuff down, so let's just make it look a little bit better. Oh, I know why the lighting might be off. Let me turn one more light on. That might help. Let me turn one more light on and turn this one off. Thank you for your patience, guys. Technical difficulties. All right, let's see. Where are we at with the lights? Okay, tell me what's wrong with the lights. Love and praise God. Have a nice night. Oh, Mackenzie, I just was changing the lights for a second. So thank you. I hope you stay, but if not, have a good night as well. Lighting is fine. Okay. Be cool. I don't smoke. Are you smoking? Don't smoke. Does it looks kind of, does it look smoky? I don't know. Probably because, I don't know. Pierogies and potato pancakes are delicious. I could do that. I could go for that. Love potatoes. Love potatoes. What about fruit? I love watermelon and pineapple. I like pineapple, but it hurts my jaw because it kind of like tightens my jaw. I do. I love pineapple. Um, I don't like the blueberries, but I do like strawberries somewhat. I don't like cherries, but I love apples and oranges. And I need to eat more fruit. I'll be honest with you. So Tuesday too, I was thinking about doing like a smoothie. Have I had dragon fruit? Only one bite. I've only had one bite. And you're right, Mimi. Got to be good. Um, yeah, I didn't know what dragon fruit. It's kind of ugly though. I think dragon fruit is good. It is good. I'll give it that. Um, yeah, where did I have that? I'm trying to remember. When I was in China, they ate a lot of mango and a lot of watermelon. Never had mango really before I went to China, but that was one of their staples. Dragon fruit is horrible. Isn't that the one that tastes kind of like kiwi? Am I remembering right? I can't remember. Is it kind of like kiwi? Only took one bite. I can't remember. Hmm. Run says Russians who was there when it was really bad, the potatoes were almost all they could get. And they also, over in, I think it was Germany, they had it where they were kind of paying people or encouraging people where they wanted everybody to get like a large fry every day because they had a potato surplus. So, yeah, sometimes potatoes can have really saved some famines, people from that. So, which I wouldn't be too bad. You can make potato bread. It's really good. Papayas are good. I agree, Phantom. Tim is here, Canada. Hey, good to have you here. I went to school in Canada for a little bit. I am in the USA, beautiful Michigan. So right over the border are my friends in Windsor. Dragon fruit, decent. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. How have I been though? Mimi is asking. I've been doing pretty good. I slept till like 1:30. Didn't get up and going around till about 3:30. Then I went and did my laundry. Still wanting my people to fix my laundry so I can do it here. But yeah, I did my laundry and did some running around to different grocery stores and unloaded and put the stuff away. So it was okay. Just a Sunday. So Tim says Canadian, but live in Sapchappie, Florida. Sapchappie. How's it going with the weather? Is Helene still going on? Ron says, have you ate the fruit from cactus before? Arizona, it's everywhere. No, I haven't. What's it taste like? Yeah, it was a chill day, Mimi. What about you? What'd you end up doing today? These nails are not looking right. No, I haven't. I wonder what that would taste like. I know my hair's real fluffy today because it was definitely a humid day. I don't know if it ended up raining, but it looked like it wanted to all day long. Church. I know I woke up too late for church. Church is good to go to. What was a message today? Tim says, made it through a direct hit. Oh my gosh. Do you know what category it was? I don't. And they're supposed to have something else coming too, right? It's not all over with, from what my understanding is. Phantom says, unfortunately, Chimney Rock and Asheville, North Carolina, they were destroyed from Helene. You're kidding. Wow, I didn't even know it was. I need to watch the weather because I didn't realize it was going up that high. So Mimi says, I don't even know. That's okay. 4 when it hit. Oh my gosh. Were you terrified? Did you stay through it or did you evacuate? I know a lot of people think they could ride it out. I wouldn't suggest doing that. Some comments in the live were filtered. What are you guys saying? Uh-oh, behave. Ron says, prickly pear. It's good. I ate the red looking one before. You can get candy made from it. Is it sweet tasting? Hello, doctor. How's it going? Smash. Phantom says yes, due to the waters flooding and land. Oh, that's right. Landslides can be terrible. I forget that happens. I don't know. That's so sad that a lot of people lose things almost overnight sometimes. So Run says yes, the prickly pear is sweet. Do they ever make like pies? Melissa was asking what I like to cook. I'm really good. I have a really good macaroni and cheese recipe and homemade Dutch crumb apple pie. Tim says scary but survivable. I've been through some tropical storms, and when I was in China, there was a typhoon. So I went through that. But I've also experienced down in Cape Canaveral, there were water spouts, and I was like, "Oh, that's so beautiful!" It's like a water tornado coming right at me. That was really beautiful. It's almost like you could see all the individual drops. But yeah, I saw some pictures from Key West. Not sure if they were outdated. I think they were recent. I think they were from Helene. How wide was she? Um, Sounds so perverted. How big was it? Pompano Beach, Florida. You are devastatingly, absolutely gorgeous. Respect to you. You are so sweet. You're awesome. Thank you. And is it Miigwech? 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 Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Mimi's liking the live. I appreciate that. So, yeah, we're talking about whatever you guys would like to talk about. Mysterious caffeine. All of a sudden, caffeine. What about caffeine? Caffeine. I bought some coffee today. I ran out of coffee this morning. Had just enough for my last cup and stocked back up. Mimi says I'm going to oversleep on purpose tomorrow. No, you're not. If I have to wake up, you have to wake up. We're going to be twins tomorrow. And Meek says, yeah, it means thank you in Lakota. What is Lakota? I don't even know what Lakota is. That a type of Native American? I don't know what Lakota is. I feel bad. I don't know. Miigwech. Seen one when I was in Key West, a water spout. What did you think about it? I thought it was beautiful. Mimi says, yes, I am. No, you're not. You better not. You got to take those responsibilities. But I get it. I know. Sometimes you're like, just. Mysterious says, why? Oh, wait. Caffeine. Why can't I buy alcohol? I want the money to buy alcohol. Vases? 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 That's so weird. I brought a vase over. Weird. But my nails are wet, so we haven't done the project that we're going to do. And Ron says, have I eaten the worm and tequila? No. They also have that scorpion candy. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, I have not. I will not. Debbie is here. Did you get to enjoy your crickets? I know I have a rich uncle. He won the Nobel Prize, and he was trying to get us a nice, classy gift. So he got us chocolate-covered bugs. I guess they're good, but no thank you. Mysterious says I need something to fill my addiction. And so you've been struggling with the alcohol. We don't want to feed our addictions. Meek says, yeah, Pine. See, I knew it was Indian. Pine Ridge Indian Reservation, the most impoverished place on planet Earth. People were terrible, and they're still being terrible to the Indians. Wow. Where's that more located? Is that like Montana area? Down by Texas? There was one where it's really small. I just have a vision. I was watching a documentary. I'm not sure if it was that tribe, but how many people are left in that tribe? Mimi says, who made school anyways? I agree. When I was your age, it's like, but I start school October 7th. Raj says, 1 week at a time. I agree. Tim says, Lakota native of mostly South Dakota. And I'm Algonquin Indian from the Great Lakes region. See, I'm from the Great Lakes, and there's a lot of Native American words and things like that. So it's kind of neat. No, Mimi, I do have school tomorrow. I do have, unless I'm sick. When I was babysitting, I didn't tell you guys this. So I went over to babysit, and the little boy, if you were watching live, you could hear that I kept going to check on him for about half hour. He was a little agitated, but he stayed asleep. And I ended up leaving at 11:30, and at 2 o'clock he ran a fever of 101. So hopefully I don't get sick, because I ended up after I logged off with you guys, I just snuggled with him so he could sleep a little more soundly. And I did that for like an hour and a half. So Mimi says I go on fall break October 7th through the 11th. We do not have that. Um, we have um, Columbus Day, but only one day. So I want to say, what day is Columbus Day this year? I don't know. Maybe I should probably check. Do I have school tomorrow? Indigenous people. Yeah, do I? I don't know. When is Columbus Day? I thought it was the 17th or something. I don't know. I think I have school tomorrow. When is Columbus? It's in October, right around October 12th, because my friend Joel was his birthday, and it almost always landed on and I know it can't always. It's like every 4 years or something. Didn't that pass? No, Mimi. You still got to go to school. Who wants to look up? I got all my stuff tied up, but who wants to look up when Columbus Day is so I can know if I have school tomorrow? And DJH. What does DJH stand for? Hi, DJ. That's easier to say? Is that okay? Or I can call you Ambient. So what are you up to tonight? Ron says a customer of mine had alcohol with a venomous snake in it. I was like, what is this? That's kind of scary. You don't want that venom coming out. Mysterious says indigenous people had the right to our respect. I agree. So you got some love coming over here. Pray that I wake earlier. I agree. Indigenous Americans would rather celebrate their festivals. Than be oppressed? I'll agree with that. Ron says Rothschild built one of their old house top of Indians that was massacred. I've been to the house on a mini tour. I got to see the chair Abraham Lincoln was assassinated in up close. We did a lot of traveling when I was young. I can't remember everything that I saw. There was like Ben Franklin's grave. I might have seen that. I don't remember. Would you remember what state that was in that you saw it? Mysterious says Christopher Columbus is contemptible to indigenous Americans, and so are a lot of other people. There's some terrible stuff. How I know with it's October 14th, and okay, so I think it's the 17th. We don't have school. So is the 17th a Monday? That's what's in my head. Maybe it's the 14th. I don't have school on Columbus Day. Oh, really? The blood was still on the chair. Was creepy. They left it stained. Oh, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Hi, Corey. So we're talking about all different kinds of things. And, when you study history, there's a lot of horrible stuff. The 17th is a Thursday. Okay, so the 14th, I probably don't have school. 14th, 15th, yeah. Okay, good. I like that. The 14th, I don't have school. I like that. Yeah, it is kind of strange. Mysterious. We're not talking about the periodic table. Don't bring back flashbacks. That's not fair. It's not fair. You got a whole week off. But yeah, October 7th, that's coming up. That's when I'm supposed to start working on my master's for licensed professional counselor. So tell me your thoughts on that. Is it worth going back to school at age 54? It's like 2.5 years, $45,000 plus 8% interest, and you got to pay the interest second you start. And then you need 3,000 hours. So you don't need to be in school, Mimi, but you'll do a lot better in life if you finish it. And I promise you that. And, Addison, thank you. Addison says you're beautiful. Never forget that. And I can see your little profile peeking through, and you're just as beautiful. You know, we're all beautiful in our own way, and I appreciate that. Sometimes I'm not crazy about getting older. You also see people with their comments, but you know, to just embrace yourself and to realize, you know, our time on this earth is temporary. And I was really happy to hear that you guys were kind of hoping for some spiritual guidance in the healing process. Hello to Bill and Andre. Ron says, I was on a cross country trip, stopped all over the place. I think that house is closer to you. Okay, because we also went to like the different battlefields. Yeah, a couple museums, but I can't remember where that place was, but it was really small. Maybe 50 graves, I can't even remember, but it was really small, and there were really substantial people in that. Maybe it was Benjamin Franklin. I want to say Einstein, but I can't know for sure. Sad thing they had about Einstein, I was going through listening to people's last words, and Einstein's last words were said in German to a nurse, and the nurse didn't know how to translate it. So they don't know what his final words. Einstein had some really good insight. I love reading his quotes. Edison, thank you so much. Mimi says, I'm doing laundry. Copycat. That's what I did today. And Michael, thank you so much for the follow. That definitely helps. Al is here. Michael, thank you. And thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate that. So whatever you guys donate right now, I'm putting back into the channel. So that'll go towards some cooking stuff. We might be able to do my little activity today. It's 11:07. Yeah, we got time. So you are the number one gifter, Michael. I appreciate that. I see all that love going up. So yeah, we should do that too. Like suggest different places to go. So thank you very much, Michael. All right. So this is the thing. We're going to kind of decorate. I have this vase. Got this vase. I inherited it from my parents, but I didn't know what to put in it. And I was at the Dollar Tree today. Just the Dollar Tree. I don't really like shopping. I'd make a good wife, just so you guys know. I'll go grocery shopping. So I got to take all these little tags off. Got some sparkles, so you got to deal with sparkles. And Jason, hello to you. So we're going to take these off and we're going to decorate as we talk. So this will go above the piano. Eventually, I need to make some pianos for you guys. Ren says the first house of the Rothschilds. Maybe I should just get some scissors. I'm going to ruin my nails. The first house of the Rothschilds is a country house small. It was really interesting to see how short some of the beds. People used to be a lot shorter. Can't imagine being shorter. So thank you, Jason. I appreciate the compliment. I'm going to sprinkle some sparkles in my hair for tomorrow. Why not, right? Let me get the scissors. The scissors are right over here. I'll keep talking, guys. Thanks for your patience and understanding. I am multitasking right now. So my nails are dry, so I can do this. There we go. All right. So thank you, Jason, for the compliment. And yeah, there's it's kind of neat to see how people used to live and the different. I had one place that actually had like a wood burning stove, and it had like the stove top on top of it, so it wasn't just like a fireplace. It was actually a wood burning stove, and never cooked on it. I probably should have. That would have been kind of neat. But they used to have to heat their places. I know people in the olden days, look, I don't even know what this is, but I bought this. So we'll see how this turns out. Should probably angle this so you guys can see what I'm doing as I do it. There we go. I'll angle you guys. Give me something to watch while I talk. Sorry for the mess. It's my little arts and crafts going on. There we go. I think everybody can see. I know there we go. All right, not the best setup, but I think you guys can see it. You're very entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. Like I said, I'm going to be cooking on Tuesday and probably Saturday. Do that. Hello from West Tennessee. Brendan, good to have you here. I used to live in Antioch, Laverne, and Murfreesboro. So thank you for the follow. Are you a big Vols fan? Are you a Vol? That was always like hard for me to say. All right. Oh, look, that went way in. You might have to wait. I might have to stuff this with some tissue paper. And that's in the other room. But thank you. I love hearing where you guys are from. There's times we have people from different countries too, which is really good. I got to be careful. I almost cut my hair. I was an art teacher before. And yeah, you got to be careful with your hair hanging that you don't cut it. From SI. What is SI? From SI. From, you don't know what SI is. South Industry. I'm not sure. So these were just from, Southern California. Oh my goodness. I went out to Los Angeles before. And I also went and lived in Sacramento for a little bit of time. Brendan says, just got back from Honduras and Belize vacation. Oh my goodness. You know how to vacation. How was that? And is Belize expensive or is that pretty cheap? I know my friend always wanted to run away to Belize because something about their extradition policy or whatever it was. You could just go there. We're going to have to redo this. I think it'll stay up. I don't think we're going to need to stuff it. A cruise ship. Oh, I've never been on a cruise other than like a 4-hour dinner cruise. The ship set sail. How's Gilligan doing? How long was that cruise? You're cool. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tim. Garage sale. There you are again. You hate my haircut. I got scissors in my hand. You want me to chop it? Fred, you're always so mean to me. At least you're consistent. Yeah. Fred's my hater for some reason, but he likes to pop in and insult me. So welcome back. We're just putting things together. But I will tell you my flowers today. My flowers are from the Dollar Tree. But you know what's so crazy is I could go to Michael's or whatever. They're still going to be from the same company. Let's be real. So Tim, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We'll see how this turns out. It'll either be awesome or terrible, but it's my creation. And Charlie is here. I love having you guys here with me. Donald and Brian. So like I said, if you guys would like to talk about something in particular, I am down for that. I'm just kind of whatever you guys would like to talk about as we get these flowers put together. Mimi's back. Good to have you back. Don't go away so much. So there we go. Getting it together. Do you guys do that like with Christmas where there's so many different tags and things you got to put together? It's almost like now you have to put everything together. Luckily, I don't have to put these flowers. There was something I saw yesterday about like a really cool, like it was like tree flower light thing, but you had to put all the flowers on. What am I doing? I have a vase that I got from my parents, and just a vase, and it's just been sitting on top of the piano looking really dumb. So I decided to get something. Tim says food. I will be making food on Tuesday. Oh, for Christmas. There you go. And Mimi's liking my flowers. It's a little something better than just being plain. I got the autumn colors. So could be, I decided to do this because I did inherit some other like floral arrangement types things. And I put them in the house. I was like, holy smokes, this makes a huge difference. Debbie says, explain a soul tie with a narcissist. Soul ties. Mimi says, oh, looks pretty. LOL. You said dumb. Did I say dumb? Did I? I don't know. I'm tired. So yeah, Debbie, good question, because soul ties, um, depends on if you guys think about spiritual or not. Um, but if it's spiritual, if you believe in that kind of stuff, like, God has a plan where we're supposed to like bond with people, and He kind of wants us to, decide who we're really going to be with. And when you are with a narcissist or anybody, you start having a connection with them. Sometimes it could be it's like a connection. Your souls are tied together. And when it involves intimate things, it can be like where you fantasize about them a lot, or you crave them, or you compare them to other people. But if it was a traumatic experience, you still have that soul tie. They still have control over your soul until you heal. So even when you go into a healthy relationship, you might have these thoughts and they still have control over you. So when you're with someone physically, be really careful on who you choose, because the more people you're with, the more soul ties that you have. And what's interesting too is, like I was talking about with my miscarriages, is there's studies that say that like the DNA can like get into my brain. So my baby's DNA, and how much of that is from my ex. So I won't say dumb anymore. Okay, Mimi. Mark is here. But the soul tie, sometimes too, it just causes you to get stuck and to ruminate and distorted thinking, because sometimes we get it confused for love, and especially women do that more than men. Debbie says, so in other words, when he gives me a mind game and I feel it, that means I still have a soul tie with him. He shouldn't have control over you. Yeah. Because you know, let me see. If he affects you, I mean, there's still a connection. There's still a connection if you're reacting to him, his being. Because like somebody at the gas station, I don't feel anything. I don't think about them. Tim says, no, I'm too old to care. She's still for real. You're too old to care? What are you too old to care? Don't love her. We're friends though. Oh, your soul tie? So thank you, Mimi. So you don't love her. You're still friends. Are you still intimate with her? You still intimate? Because that keeps it going. Sometimes, Mimi, look at that silly. Is that an angry face? I like your new profile picture too, Mimi. I thought I'd tell you that. So we're getting this. But soul ties, they have control over our thoughts, our desires, our ability to move on, how we perceive things. Ah, I killed my flower. Gotta fix it. No, it doesn't go there. Oh, I want this one. How's it go? Where's it go? Uh-oh. It needs to be there. There we go. That's the one thing. They do pop off, so. All right, yes or no? Does it look okay? It needs to be arranged better. I tried. I'll have to do it when I stand up and put some stuff in there. There we go. Just got to stuff them in there. Does that look okay, guys? I didn't know I got the leaf ones. I did get the leaves. How did I get the leaf ones? I thought I didn't. I'll put this one up. Better? I don't know. It's still not right. Ugh. I'll play with it though. So there's my flowers. So Run says soul ties are why body count matter. And that is good. A good comment. Tim says looks good tomorrow. So it looks like fall. Thank you. Needs more green. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go to the store then. Yeah. Yeah, because the green is really faded. Oh, maybe I'll do that too. I have my aloe vera plants that are like 50 years old. Tuesday. Well, I'll do that too. Tuesday. We're repotting them. Mimi says, what you say about my profile picture is that you're beautiful. I see a new one. You changed it. And do you pronounce it July or Julie? Good to have you here. And Caleb, I saw you changed it up. So it needs more green. Dang it. It does. But are we supposed to have green at fall in fall? July. July. It's July. July like the month. Okay, that's beautiful. Tim says yes. So, LOL, what is Julie? No, she said it's July. I know. Ritual. Giggity, giggity, goo. Good to have you here, Ritual Rick. Nice. We just got done doing my little floral arrangement. Always green. Okay. What magic am I making? I inherited a vase that I've been having on top of my piano and just like looks so boring. So I ended up putting this together. I got to kind of play with it a little. There we go. I think it looks pretty that way. You know, it's not quite right, but I'll play with it. There's no magic. Oh, you don't like it. Ritual, that's a little too close, so I'm not going to say that. Unless it's neat. But I just had to be careful. I got to watch what I say. So you didn't say that. July says it's colorful for this season. That's true. Yes. And TikTok just joined. Is that a trick? Am I allowed to? Yeah, I could say TikTok. Bewitching. Ooh, yes. Run says that bond from them is a bit different than someone that's been with less people. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because it can be your first person. And there are narcissists that have only been with one person too, though. Depends on how they perceive you. I don't know. Do I celebrate Halloween? No, not really. And I don't think we should. I did growing up. And Tim says, do what feels right for you. So right now, I'll get more green next time I go. It could use a little more green. July says, why are we so cautious about our words? Are there narcs on here? TikTok. There's certain catchphrases or words that somebody spelled a certain word that certain people don't like, and it begins with the letter N, and there's no G in it, but when you put the K there, it can sound like it. So I decided not to say it. So just saying. I just got to be careful. Someone's name. Yep, there are definitely people that have the name of different months. You hear August and April. So June and May, those are very popular too. July says TikTok, Estapo. There you go. Yep, you really got to watch it. I said something nice, but I think the way I worded it, they caught it on because I said this and then I explained it. Like, don't do that. And I got like shut down for an entire week. So Mimi says my aunt's name is April. April's a pretty popular one as far as months. Also May. July says, but you have such nice energy. I appreciate that. July says, don't get bad energy from you. No, I'm pretty chill. You'll enjoy our lives. So feel free to follow and come back. I know Mimi, you've been here. We got to see if Heavenly jumps in. Phantom's been coming for a while. Some of you other people, we got wrapped up, and Run and Debbie, a lot of people. So yeah, and that's the whole purpose of this is I'm in not what is it, the Midwest. I'm in Michigan. And Some people either think that I'm from like Chicago, but so Mimi says, I will always join. LOL, you're my mom. Yes, I am your adoptive internet mother. Maybe one day we will meet. And school tomorrow. That is true. That is true, King. Yeah, there is school tomorrow. I can stay on another half hour or so for you guys. And July says, I know Holly, Michigan. I was there 2 weekends ago for Ren Fair. Have you ever been there? You have a friend from there. Quiero Conchete. Aw, you're so sweet, Cesar. Mimi says, stop bringing up school. I didn't bring it up. Somebody did. And I just acknowledged them. So Run says, there are other factors, upbringing, abuse, not abused. Were they raised by narcissistic parents? And, to have that bond. So to go back to what Debbie was saying, that when we feel that tie, some of it is because of the trauma that they put us through, that our brain is still rewiring itself and we're still processing certain things, that's still the control, even if they're not actively doing something. And I do speak a little bit of Spanish. I teach English as a second language at the high school. Most of my students are Spanish speaking. And I studied 3 semesters in college, and you just pick up a little bit more as you go. So I need to learn more, though. Tim says, mint is green and smells good. I'd go ham on carving a pumpkin and using the guts. I could do that. Using the guts. I could eat some pumpkin seeds. I love those. Those are good. Mimi says, LOL. I know I'm talking to the other person. July says, I'm going to check out in a few, but love your energy. You got a beautiful brain. Thank you. And I hope to see you again, July. And take care. Oh, you're spelling it a little bit different, but you want me, huh? And July says, my son is a high school teacher. What does your son teach? Jeffrey Thompson is here. They just had homecoming. And so we'll see what the energy is like. There's probably some stories tomorrow. I'm not sure who won the homecoming king and queen. Gary is here, but you can have soul ties too. And it's not always because you slept with the person. So it can happen even without sleeping with them. July says history and social studies. Very interesting. Margarito, good to have you here. Tim, for your students. Pumpkin season. I should do that because as a teacher of English as second language, they might not have had pumpkin seeds. That's kind of like our thing. Margarito, Honduras. Very nice. We are in the USA. Mimi says, time is going through. I know July or June is going to take a while to get here. So you want to see my nails? Do-do-do. I just did them. I think that's why you're asking. But some of them are this one's kind of long. That one's kind of long. And I'm not a perfectionist. I actually am a certified licensed nail tech, but that doesn't mean anything. What I do is I just kind of slap it on, and then when I take my shower, it falls off and it looks perfect. July says, ciao rubia, bella y intelligente. Blonde, beautiful blonde and intelligent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is that Italian? I think that's Italian. And Old Dixie says, good girl. Thank you. Cuidate? I don't know. Cuidate. I don't know what that means. Is that, let me know. Is that Italian? Outfit check, please. Once I reach my goal, I will do a 360 for you guys. And Mimi says, looks like you got them at the shop. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cuidate. Oh, cuidate. Y también. Thank you very much. It is Spanish? All right. Well, I'm not perfect at Spanish. I'm still learning. But thank you for liking the live. Do you speak Spanish? So, like I said, I had 3 semesters, and that was back in Probably like 1990. So it's been a while. Josh is here. Hello, King. Thank you for the follow. And Run says, I hate to say it, but cult does something like that. They rip your mind up to rewire it, to change your behavior to their liking. So Run says they rewire. Rewiring the brain is tough, which it is. It can be painful. And July says, yes, English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Very cool. We had a Portuguese student last year. So very cool. Maybe we can kind of talk a little Spanish. Retention Morgan. Retention. And we got Butter joining. And yeah, don't leave me. Run says it's like ripping it down and building it back up. Yeah. And just like our thank you for the likes and follows. But just like our muscles, when our muscles are damaged, they have to get worse before they get better. And sometimes we go through those stages where we kind of crash. And the Morgan seemed German. So I will say I almost guessed German, but I couldn't. The retention. Guten Morgen. We have Oktoberfest coming up. Long time to see you, beautiful. Good to see you again. What have you been up to? But yeah, the manipulation tactics. And it's really interesting how it's second nature to them. That for me to even try to do like a little skit of being a narcissist, like that's so hard. It is not my nature. They talk in reverse and it becomes just who they are. And it infiltrates your mind. Like you could study how to manipulate people, how to brainwash people. They just do it without even studying it. But throughout their lives, that's how they survived. And that becomes a part of them. But Don, good to have you, my prince. I was busy with my work and you. Just enjoying the weekend and got my laundry done today. Bought some groceries. So Tuesday, I will do a little cooking show. Mimi says, I don't want to go to sleep. What time is it for you? Is it 8:30? Or are you just 2 hours? Is it 9:30 for you? Dwayne and Chucky Farley. But so sometimes people just want to belong. Is that Arabic? Salam alaikum. Yup. It is Arabic. Salam alaikum. So I'm trying to learn Arabic too because we have Arabic students, but I know, am I saying that right? Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Something like that. Is it wassalam? I wish you could pronounce it for me, but I'm close. I know I'm close. Sydney is here. I know salam alaikum means hi. Yeah, salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. I think I'm saying it right. But how does he say it? Achalan wasakhalan. There, something like that. And I had the hardest time with Arabic. Arabic is really hard. It's a formal version. So yeah, I'm learning Arabic, but when they say what they're saying, I can't differentiate it. I can repeat things if I can differentiate it. Might have a little bit of an accent, but I can usually, parrot it back to them. But for them, I can't. It's like, I'm like, I don't know what I'm pronouncing. D-Rock is here, Tim. And thank you for the love, John and Corey. Got a lot of people joining in. I had a lot of people last night. There's something on my YT channel. When I went on my cell phone, I got a ton of people. I had like 135 compared to like just a few. So I might have to do that, but it wasn't monetized, which kind of made me sad. Maybe that's why I had so many. They didn't have to pay. with the ads. I don't know. Tom is here. Gary joined. Arabic is different and it's written in, they write backwards. And I think do their pages go kind of like the Torah where it goes backwards? I know they write backwards. So I think they probably start at the end of the book. And they have 28 letters. Tim, is it 28 letters? And it's hard to even differentiate the letters from me. But they wrote my name out, Cindy or Cynthia. I don't know which one they did, but it was kind of like stacked. So it was really, maybe I don't know. It was interesting. We also have some Burmese kids, and theirs is lots of little circles. Mimi says, I'm mad. LOL. You're mad you have to go to school. Hi, Raphael. Why are you mad? Is that why you're mad? Because you got to go to school? Spanish is the easiest for me, but Chinese and Arabic were well, also I tried learning Japanese and my teacher had such a heavy accent that I couldn't understand her. So like to say Schiller son, it was Shai son. So every time she would call on me, it was kind of crazy. You don't want to go. I know. I'm going to be on for just a little bit longer and then I'm going to. What do I do for a living? I am a English as a second language teacher. I am also a life coach. So if you guys want one-on-ones, I do one-on-ones, but I teach at the high school. I've done everything from kindergarten or 3-year-olds up to college level. I used to teach criminal law at Grand Valley State University. I've done a bunch of different things, been a probation officer, fraudulent claims at State Farm Insurance. I was an art teacher, gym teacher, but this is my second year as an English as a second language teacher at the high school. Last year, I also taught psychology, sociology, and women's studies. I'm certified to teach psychology. So yeah, I'm pretty well-rounded. And Tim says you're cool. I appreciate you having you here. BT says nice. ESL, I got started teaching English as a second language to the Chinese, and it was really nice. You could do it from home. And at that time, I had a costume business where I made like dance costumes, and it was something that was consistent. So I did it and absolutely fell in love with it. I was one of their top teachers, so much so that I won a free trip for 5 weeks. Plus, they paid me $1,000 a week to go over to China. I've done commercials for them, billboards. I'm famous in China. Nobody here knows me, but it was neat seeing I love culture. So Mimi says, would I ever teach at your school? Probably not. Where I am now, I just bought my lake house and you're in a whole different state. So it's really hard to transfer like with the salary and all that stuff. But would you ever come to my school? Would you ever become a foreign student and come to my school? But each day is exciting. So maybe I'll tell you what, maybe I'll teach at the college. I'll teach psychology and then you can be my student. How's that? You can come out this way. But Debbie, how often do you feel like a tug on what your ex is like communicating with you? And is it very overpowering? I know sometimes we feel like we become overpowered, and a lot of us like break no contact or do things out of the ordinary. Mimi says, I ain't going to college. Okay. Well, I'm not going to college, but it's okay. If you're not going to college, I won't correct your English. Have you thought about what you want to do? Because you do not have to go to college. There are other options. College is extremely expensive. The kids I have are very lucky. They get free college. So, oh, look at that. Join my team. I appreciate it. Michael, you're so sweet. Became the number 2 member of the team. This is exciting. and you just got the #1 gifter badge. I love when you guys join the team. And Mimi says, I don't know what I want to do. So right now, just, learn as much as you can. And thank you so much. Debbie says, only when I blocked that guy, that's when he gave it to me. I felt it, but I know how to push him off in my head. And yeah, they're giving me some gifts. You guys are so sweet. Like I said, this goes right back into like the creations, whether it's costumes or little different activities or cooking. So thank you. That's my first TikTok gift. So I appreciate the rose, and that's my first TikTok. And I got a nice melange or melange. Hello, beautiful melange. Melange. I'm not sure how to say your name. Hello to you. I appreciate you saying hello to me. But yeah, it's like when we start getting stronger, that's when they like to come back and they like to make it difficult on us. That it's almost like they have a sixth sense, to where every time you're getting over them or moving on, some of them will stalk you. They will try to keep tabs on where you are, what you're doing. And it's almost like they can sense when we're doing good because we're acting different. We're not reaching out to them. We're not kissing their butts. And they like to be in control. Doesn't mean they necessarily want to be with us, but they, like to keep tabs. Run says, I ran far away from my ex-narcissist. Haven't seen her in a while. But for about 5 years, she was stalking, popping up. And it's weird. It's like a lot of times they'll be like, I don't want you. And then there they are. You're like, what is going on? And they can be really hurtful too, to where, some people have, had 30 years with a person and then they can't even acknowledge them. That's like mind blowing, or they just run away without telling the person. But taking photos of me, very suspect. Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, sometimes they like trophies, so they want a little piece of you. Debbie says he better stay on his own side of the fence. I agree. We don't need him anymore. You've been doing really good since you kind of like got over him. Run says, I think her guy went to jail. That's why she's going to come back. Isn't that funny how that works? Mimi says, I'm tired, but I'm forcing myself to stay up because I got clothes in the washing machine and dryer. Oh, no. Yeah, how much longer? Switch that load and then get some sleep. Nah, it means knowledge. Nahifatan bignet means knowledge. Knowledge is important. Knowledge is important. I don't know how my accent was that. Nahifatan. I'll try to remember. Which one means girl? Bignet? I'm trying to break it down. Sometimes I can recognize what would be what. So yeah, I got to learn that too. There's so many languages in the world. Run says she thinks she was with his brother, and also she doesn't know I know. Yeah, sometimes we know what we know. Don't always want to. Big net. Okay. Very cool. So I'm a big net. Big net. Big net. I want to be a small net. No. Oh, no. No what? Mimi's getting frustrated. And that's true too, is that, like you said, she was with his brother. There's no loyalty, and it's very easy for them to cheat. They don't have the remorse. It's like gratification and no empathy. And, for them to move on so quickly, there's a lot of red flags that I'd like you guys to share some of yours too, because sometimes they're hard to see. And what was the one I was thinking about today? Oh, there was one lady today that she was posting something about how somebody had posted something. It's like a group of women on Facebook, like looking for friends. Oh no, it just one of my batteries died. Dang it. So it's like a place, women looking for friends. And so she had posted something where she's like, look, guys, don't take it personally. Sometimes people have things going on in their life and they can't always, meet up with you. So she continues on saying, me, for example, I just got a diagnosis for cancer and I've only told like my really close family, haven't even told all my friends. I'm waiting on some more testing. And so I haven't been keeping up with people to protect them. So she's justifying it to protect them. I'm blowing them off because she doesn't want people upset that their friend is sick or to feel like a burden. And it sounds like a nice thing, right? Like, I don't want to put this on you. But the thing is that these people wanted to be friends with her and they have no clue what's going on. So is she really trying to protect them? She really trying to protect them because they're let down, they're confused, it might affect their self-esteem. And she was really trying to protect herself. It's easier not to communicate with people. She wasn't ready to share her story and she wasn't strong enough to say, I'm not ready to share this. So those are like the kind of, and I'm not saying she's a narcissist, but it's like the poor communication and the justification that she's not realizing that her friends, it's up to them. Maybe they don't want to stay. And she can keep personal things to herself. But every time we do keep certain things personal, we're also missing out on opportunities for growth. But she should still say, I can't talk for a while. I'm not going to be able to meet up. Just wanted to let you know I'm kind of going through some personal things. But to just, blow people off, it's not to protect them. And that's where this like covert narcissism comes in, is you're like, she was just trying to be nice. So sometimes narcissists are trying to be nice. I'm not calling her a narcissist, but that's how the covert stuff kind of sneaks up on you. And Neil says, you did? Well, that's good. Would you guys talk about? Mimi says, how many lives are you on? Only 2 right now. Only 2 right now. My one died. I was on 3. So you found me again. I'm still here for a little bit longer. Run says she was a sneaky snake. Man, you give me tongue twisters. She was a sneaky snake for sure. I warned her. I was marked, controlling by her. Haha, she's taking orders from a cult. I'm controlling. Yeah, right. Get out of here, Narky. A muse. Facebook was glitching. Oh, dang it. It's something. It's got to be that phone. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Was it glitching the whole time? I keep having problems with Facebook. I need to do a live. I used to have a lot of people in my lives and now they don't. Was it glitching the whole time? And Debbie says, I didn't notice anything. So Debbie, you were on Facebook too? And what's crazy, if you guys could do me a favor when you do join, just say hello. That way I can know it's working because I didn't get any comments and I didn't see anybody. So if you guys just say hi, that helps. The more you guys comment though, maybe you guys can comment a couple times, help it build up so the algorithm works and we get more people into it. So you don't like it on Facebook. Can you tell me why? That's fine that you don't like it, but is it? I think it's delayed on Facebook. So Tim says, make you meet my mom. And Mimi's tired. How's your mom doing? Jaeger says, do you lie to yourself? I think it was you that asked that before. And do you remember what my answer was? Do you remember? Joe, hello. Joero. Oh, I tried saying your name before. Joe, good to have you here. Jaeger, do you remember? Do you remember I did answer that question? Debbie says it's messed up. Can you let me know what that means? How is it messed up? Because I would like to fix it, because I used to have a lot of people coming in and now I don't see people joining. So I'd like to fix that because I've been trying to grow it, but it's kind of staying stagnant and I don't know how to fix it. So I don't know what's wrong. So you are welcome, Joe. Please tell me what's wrong with Facebook and I will try to fix it, even if that means getting a new phone. Maybe I should just do it on my computer. God, it's harder doing it on the computer. It's not the same as YouTube. And I don't understand how it's different. So I'm trying to figure out. I know the layout is different. Yesterday was the first time I did a Facebook Live or YouTube Live with my cell phone, but I got a really good, yeah, I don't know. You got to figure it out. Who's Debbie? Thank you for asking, Jaeger. I'm on the YT channel as well. So kind of got two platforms open. Let me go look. Okay. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie's a friend of mine and she's popping, kind of like helping with technically troubleshoot, and also has some really good comments. Tim says, yeah, she's over Christian and not great health. Think you'll love each other. Oh. So what would I like about her? Tell me what I would like. And she's not good in health. What's going on with her health? And what do you think I would like about her? You're also cooler than most. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Try to keep it healthy and happy. And Michael is here, heart attack. How old is she? And people forget, like, women are having more and more heart attacks than they used to. A lot of women are undergoing a lot of stress and also the different health things. Not everybody's eating healthy. Also, everyone loves her. Ooh, I'll have her join in. She's 70 years old. And Tiffany is here. Tiffany, look at all those beautiful roses. Rick is joining. And I'll tell you what, Debbie says it's not as clear. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. And thank you for the follow, Fernando. I love that name. That was ABBA used to sing that song. I used to sing that all the time. Fernando. Willie is here, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing, Fernando. I like that name. That and Stefano. Fernando and Stefano. Those are my fantasy names. Yes, W is saying hit that like button. Yes, and I just got a follow, new follower. So subscribe and follow and help the channel grow. The quicker we grow, the quicker we can have a little retreat somewhere. And it's me. Thank you for the follow. We are growing like crazy. We've been doing really good though, as far as in the rankings. We have been in like the top 96 to 99, a lot of times 100% of people at my level. So you guys have been fantastic. A Muse says, have you heard back from Mimi? She was in a really bad place last time I read her chat. So A Muse, Mimi is asking about you. So please let A Muse know how you're doing. Mimi is in the chat. Yeah. So that's what I love about building this is you guys will get to know each other. Oh, Mimi, use your words. She's got this angry face. She's not doing too good. She's got like skull faces. So Mimi, use your words and tell me how you're doing. Because before you said you were doing pretty good. She's tired. She is tired. She's waiting to have her laundry finished before she goes to bed. And Tubin, is that how I say it? Tubin? Hi, good to have you here. Zeb just joined in. And A Muse is saying hi to Mimi. And I love those flowers. So this is Mimi's word is and then a kind of 3 skull faces, and then so You can't see her. She's on TikTok. She is on TikTok right now. And Tim is here. So Lance just joined. But let's see. Tim says, you also pretty not old. Don't have your husband beat me up. Ladies should hear that occasionally. Well, I don't have a husband, so he won't beat you up. So thank you. Jaeger says, what's your purpose on here? So tonight we were just kind of talking about things, but my channel usually does deal with narcissism and the toxicity in these types of relationships. Also, how to spot red flags, heal, mental health and awareness, and just spreading the love, understanding how rumination works, why we do that, and to come to an acceptance that we're not always going to know what is going on. We're not always going to get the closure that we deserve, that we desire, and how to work through that, because unless you've been through narcissistic abuse, it's really hard to comprehend, because it's like, what? But there is that trauma bond. So Mimi says, I'm fine. Good, I guess. Good, I'm fine. I like hearing that better. She used her words. So she's doing fine. Emu says, boom. Hiya, Mimi. So there, you can see each other now. Jaeger says, are you speaking from experience? Yes. From knowledge and research, and also experience. So Emu says, yes, it is awful to be in a relationship like that. It tears you up. It actually causes brain damage, and you have your brain fog, so you might not be thinking clearly. And then sometimes the embarrassment, or who do you talk to, or people give you advice, but we try to justify it. We're so used to justifying the poor behavior. Mimi says, well, actually, I'm not fine. Well, yeah, I know. We have ups and downs in life, but the more positive our attitude is, the more we grow in that. We affect ourselves. We can keep ourselves down. We can build ourselves up. And I know there's times to grieve, times to work through things, time to be quiet, and some time alone, but we don't want that to overtake our life. Mimi says, it's whatever, though. Nobody cares. So I'm going to stop talking about it, but I care. So we can talk about you and me. Okay, daughter? Jaeger says, you sound like you have a lot of experience in this matter. Yeah, I've been doing videos. I have, is it 2,000 or 3,000 videos now? I have over 2,000 videos based on this. And Debbie says, I hate those fogs. Those fogs are crazy. They cloud your thinking, your ability to communicate. But yeah, a lot of experience on it. So Mimi says, I guess. Yeah. And yeah. Thank you. I want you to be positive and, absorb the love that you get from here, because you got people asking about you, and Jogstrap, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. A lot of gifters tonight. You are number one. Thank you. And so sweet. Another one. Thank you. That brightens. Oh my gosh. So LOL says, why do people care now? It's a different people. These are new people to you. Remember? So Jogstrap, thank you again. Very generous. And Jaeger says, the men in your life are the problem. And I haven't really been with that many people. It was 2 people. And there's kind ways to handle things and toxic ways. And sometimes, they can just be a toxic person, maybe not even necessarily a narcissist, but somebody who lacks in the empathy, or they lie, or they deceive. So yes, thank you. Mimi says, it's sad. And I don't get why people want to care about me now. Maybe God brought us into your life. So I know sometimes we don't understand it. We're not always going to know the answer, but to take our blessings and enjoy those blessings. Jaeger says, how do you know you were not the problem in the relationship? There was, I kind of freaked out and called too much. So that part I did wrong. Um, but I wasn't out cheating. I wasn't out lying. I was committed to the relationship. I was asking every question possible to try to work through things. But that is one thing I did is I should have backed off, either accepted things like if you don't want to be with me, you don't want to be with me. But it was like that cycle where you're together, you're apart, you're together, you're apart. And so that part I did wrong. That part I did wrong. Emu says manipulators. But if you think about it, if somebody is trying to communicate with you, are they really the problem? Because you can say, I don't want to talk now, but when you don't know what's going on, wishy-washy. It was like every time we got close, that's when we would break up. We didn't break up because of fights, so it never made sense. And it's almost like you could feel the cycle happening. And Jason says, what would my ex say about you? That's the thing is because of acting out of character. They think you're crazy. But if you look at narcissistic abuse, that causes you to go a little crazy, to search for answers and to get out of pain. You're supposed to be able to talk to the person. So, maybe they call me crazy, but when you really look at it, it's like, was I really crazy? Or was I, like I even said, tell me fuck off. Like, I don't know if you're alive or dead. And I'm sorry. Like, you apologize. I'm sorry for calling. I just want to know you're okay. Like, did we break up? Because the last thing I heard was, of course, I'll do right by you. Of course, we'll be together. Now I can't hear from you and your state's away. And are you alive or dead? And then you feel bad. Like you're calling too much, but so I'm not going to take on that responsibility. I'll take on that I called too many times, but it was shitty as fuck what they did. And I said it. So Amu says, yeah, I know I had a situation similar, so I let it go. I look 21. I am 54 years old. So Amu says, LOL. She do not look 21. I look 19. That's okay. Armin is correct tonight. Mimi. No, I am not a narcissist because you care, you apologize, you're committed, you're not cheating, you're whether you handle things the right way or not, that no. I know that I wanted what was best for them. And skinny as a rail. Are you talking about me? What are you saying? So no, and that's the thing, like there are times that you get into a state of mind where because you feel your brain dying, you feel your brain dying and you're begging to just communicate. Like you don't want to lose this person, so you're trying not to mess up. You're trying to compromise with them or understand them. Like everything did not have to go my way. I just wanted to know what we're dealing with. And Tim says, can't be a narcissistic person without a relationship. There you go. And I'm single. So Jaeger, no, it's just there's narcissistic and narcissistic personality disorder. So I wanted to be like upfront about, am I perfect? No. Were there times that I got into like a self-preservation where you feel so bad and you don't want to keep feeling bad, where you feel like I'll say it, where you feel like you're fucking up and you feel terrible and you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to annoy them. And you're searching for answers and you're like, just please help me. So that can be kind of narcissistic in that time. But it'd be nice if they say, I don't want to talk to you. So there are times that you get narcissistic. So we're all like that. We are all like that. So that's trying to answer it in the most scholarly way without not addressing the correct things and not being misunderstood. So does that make sense? Amuse said love should just flow. And when you begin to struggle in it, it's better to let it go. But there are times that, like, I don't know, when you have a family and things like that, and there's that difference between the spiritual, and that's why, sometimes being with somebody who is on the right spiritual path as you already have the same values. So Tim says, I'm a narcissistic person. And do you think you have narcissistic personality disorder? What makes you think you're a narcissistic person? And does that work out for you? Maybe it does. And I'd love to hear what you have to say. Mimi says, oh no. Jaeger says, it's your way or the highway. No, like, that's the thing. It's so far from that. It is so far from that. That's why I know I'm not a narcissist. Narcissists are like that. He says, time to let go if you begin feeling like that. Yeah, that's where you're walking on the eggshells. So if you are to break it down, a narcissist doesn't walk on eggshells. I walked on eggshells like crazy for years. And Amuse says it's teamwork or no work. Yeah, and that's the thing. They stop caring. They stop trying. They give you that silent treatment. I've never given the person the silent treatment. I've never made them wait an unreasonable amount of time. Like usually it's the same day, if not the next day, I get back with them. I don't play games. If I'm committed, I'm committed. Mimi says, my birthday is in 28 days. It is coming up. And Tim says, I control it without medication. And that's the thing, narcissism, you can't control with medication. You can control anxiety and depression, but there is no pill. So how do you control it? And do you like life better when you don't control narcissism, or do you like it better when you can just do what you want? And I appreciate you discussing it. Dallas is here. Ron says, all have some narcissistic tendencies, but full-blown narcissists, it's all day, every day. When lie become the truth type behavior. So there are times they can hide it for years. They can hide it for days. They can hide it for months. But there's no pill for narcissism. There are pills for medications for depression. Friends. Okay. So friends help you get through it. And that's the supply. When your supply is high, then you're good. Do you ever get in arguments with your friends? There are times you can butt heads too, though. Mimi says, you hide your depression very well. And sometimes you have to learn how to cope with it. There are times that, to get by in life. That's good. Tim doesn't argue with his friends. But that's the supply that they talk about. Like when things are good, they're good. We're guys. Yeah, guys don't argue as much. So when we start hiding things, and not being our true self, that it will affect our relationships, and it can become overwhelming sometimes. Jaeger says, are you an effective team with yourself? Not always, most of the time. But there are times we fight against ourselves, we can be our own worst enemy or our best friend. So about 80-85% there. Amuse says, I hate how they blame you for doing what they are actually doing. That projection. Yeah, they can, out of the blue, all of a sudden, it's like, wait, you're accusing me of cheating on you. I've never given you anything to think about that. But they'll a lot of times do it because of their guilty conscience, or they'll think, well, if I do it, of course you're going to do it. That's how people act. So yeah, the projection. A lot of times they'll tell on themselves. Mimi says, feels like I only got one relationship. You got me. That's all you need. So, and cherish that one, and build more. So, a lot of people, it's sad. A lot of people don't even have one friend. And that's why I'm trying to be consistent with you guys is, to build this community and hopefully have some retreats to have you guys branch out. But let me catch up. Debbie says, oh, okay. I missed this. So Ron says repetitive bad behavior in a relationship is abusive. So as far as me, when I kind of blew his phone up, that's that repetitive bad behavior. So yeah, it's annoying, but sometimes you just got to say, I don't know. But cheating is abuse mentally. Also, there's levels to it. Bad behavior without repentance or apology and sympathy is a big sign. And a lot of us don't get the closure. Like if I broke up with somebody, I would let them know, especially after several years. And guess what's happening right now, right in front of your eyes? Dang it. It is. This is crazy. Have you guys ever had, it's 12:11. This is like 21 or 25 hours since I held that little boy in my hand. All of a sudden I'm getting a sore throat and I can feel my lymph nodes. I better not be getting sick, guys. My throat is instantly starting to hurt and I can feel my glands swelling. Dang it, I'm getting sick, guys. I feel it in my ear. I've had that several times where it's usually around midnight too. Instantly get sick. Dang it. Jaeger says it's all about projection. True. And Amuse, dang it, am I getting sick? There's also COVID going around. I do not want to get COVID. I've been struggling with staying awake. He had a fever at 2 a.m. of 101. Ron says all have some narcissistic tendency, but full-blown narcissist, it's all day, every day. With the exception, sometimes I can hide it for a while. If things are going good, they don't need to act out. Ron says vitamin C quick or get some. Oh, I don't even know what golden seal is. What's golden seal? And yeah, my throat's starting to hurt. Yeah. It's dang it. I can feel it in my throat. So be safe. Thank you, Tim. Drink tea. Yeah. It's like also my ear. And yeah, I don't know. Amu says, is this your grandchild? Is what my grandchild? Mimi? Who are you talking about? Oh, that I was holding. No, it was my friend's little boy. Sorry, it took me a second to what are we talking about? But last night I was doing a TikTok live and I'm like, my friend's sending me a text message that she hurt her arm. She tore some muscles or ligaments in her arm and asked to go to the ER, but she needed somebody to watch her 2 little kids. And so I went over there and during the live, for like a half hour, he was kind of fidgeting and whining, but he was still asleep. So I just kept the door open, kept checking on him. And he was very uncomfortable, but he was sleeping. And after a half hour, I logged off with you guys and I just snuggled with him and just let him sleep a little more comfortable. So have I ever met myself? Jaeger, yes, I have. And I like myself. I do. And there's things that I don't like that I've done in the past. And that's where I feel, when they say at the end of your life that you see your life flash before you. And it was almost like a born again Christian is where you see your life and there's things you got to come face to face with in order to heal, to repent, to change. So toddler, yeah, he's like 2.5. Just love them little munchkins. It was so nice. It was really nice. Jaeger says some people scream when they see themselves for the first time. That's true. There are times that people don't, or they're afraid to go to God. that they feel unlovable, and or they look back like, what did I do? Especially if they get mixed up in, drugs and alcohol, to where they can do some things that they normally wouldn't have, or they get so desperate. Um, some people do change. People do have a lot of remorse and regret. Uh, and sometimes it takes that mortification, that severe destruction for them to change. Mimi says, do you ever just get the chills out of nowhere? LOL. Because that just happened to me. That's God talking to you. Because of what we were talking about is, whoa, we got to look at ourselves. We got to think, where's our life going? So that's what I think. I think that's why you got the chills. God was giving you a hug. Mew says they're like little mini me's, programmable go-go bots. Mimi says, LOL, I just shook. See? God bless you. God's giving you a hug, and I'm passing it on to you. Amu says forward. So, yeah, they are like little mini me's. Ariana and Tommy. So it is 12:16, and I could talk to you guys forever. You know that. But thank you for, just like the light flickering. Yes. You remember that. The light bulb was not, let's see I don't know if it's going to work. Ron says golden seal is an herbal native to the Midwest and plains of New York, America. Take 5 years to cultivate and harvest. Now this, I will say, this light is flickering, but I think it's getting old. So I don't know. We'll try my ring light. God, if this is you, blow out the ring light. Turn it off. See, I don't know. It doesn't mean that he's going to listen to me. So God, turn off my ring light. Okay, because I can't say make it flicker. But let's see. We'll see. I don't know. Because this is what happened last time. I don't think it's going to happen. You can't always just... Okay, so there's that light. You guys see it. And what did we say last time? Do you guys remember what we said? God, if you're here, flicker. Are you here, God? Show me you're here. Can you show me a sign? I don't know if it's going to work. But it did, like you guys were saying. So we'll see. If you're here, flicker. God, can you show me you're here? Jesus? I don't know. It's not flickering this time. Show me a sign. Flicker for me. We got TikTok and YT open. Show everybody that you're here. It's up to you. I won't force you. Can you show me a sign? Show me a sign, God. Okay, he's telling me to go to sleep. Are you here? Yeah, but it flickered like crazy. So at least you know I'm not scamming you and just making it do it. Oh, my cell phone's hot though. Cell phone's hot. That could be normal though. So golden seal, where do you get that? Just like the light flickering. So yeah, it's not going if it starts going again. But the light bulb wasn't loose. So you say, stunning that I opened to that verse in the Bible about Christ being our light. That's true. And I'll agree with that. Jaeger. What is it? Is it? I can't tell what that is. It's yellow. Looks like a yellow flag. I'm not sure, John. And yeah, we're not getting the flicker tonight, but that was powerful. That went on for a while. Debbie says, when I got hit by a car when I was 15 walking home from school, I saw my life flash before me. And yeah, that's when you get to that near death thing. I've had a couple incidences, whether it was an accident or I told you after a car accident. Who's John? Do you see John? Tell me what I don't think I said John Yeager, but why are you asking me who John is? And I'll tell you. Run says you can get it from vitamin shops in capsule form and tea form, I believe. And where'd you get the name John? I'm super curious. Was it when I said Yeager and I said it wrong? Because I don't think I've said John. Tell me about John Yeager. Who's John? And then I'll tell you who John is to me. Yes, you can ask a question. What is your question? Amuse says, do you believe in aliens or UFOs? Mufan said abductions were stipped when people called out. I don't know if I believe in aliens and UFOs. I believe for Jesus. Is there another person in the room? Do you see one? So as far as aliens and UFOs, I don't necessarily believe in them. Not saying that they're not there, but we did have about a month and a half ago, my friend helped me move stuff into my place. This was a trip from my mom's. So it was late at night, maybe 1 a.m, but he said there was a green orb that just did like something crazy fast to where it was, Debbie says the narc is an alien. My mom's an alien. She's from a different country. But he says he saw something. I missed it by just like 15 seconds. And Ron is laughing at Debbie's comment. Yes, I'll agree. They're from a different planet. Jaeger, do you see another person in the room? Mimi says, I'm almost done washing your clothes. Good. Oh, are you how I'm talking to other people? Is that what you're talking about? Because I do have a different platform open at the same time. That might be why. Okay, so it's a lake house, so that's a small room. I'll show you. It's not that bad. It looks a little small, but it's perfect. But that's like a 2,000 square foot home. So that's all right for me on the lake. Like I think I'm pretty lucky for that. But Amuse, Debbie was talking about her narcissist was an alien. Mimi says, I'm literally in the dark. Don't scare me. Okay. I won't. Am I lying about what? LOL. What am I lying about? I'll answer. Am I lying about being on the lake? Or about, I don't know. Jaeger, what are you asking me? Debbie says, Run, you know it's true. True that, true that. So, how long would this be? I don't even know. Yeah, it's like a 2,000 square foot home. John, tell me do you see John in the room? Jaeger, you got to tell me about John. Tell me about John. And what do you know about John? Tell me about John. And then I'll go. I will answer. What are y'all talking about? I'm asking him he asked me about John, and I want to know how he knows about John. Did I say the name John? I don't remember. Run says, Debbie, I know they definitely make me shake my head. I agree. So Jaeger, before I go to bed, I have to know. Debbie says, Cynthia and I are truth tellers. There's no reason to lie. That is true. That is true. Mimi is, who is John? I got to hear from Jaeger because if I say it, it'll throw everything off. So I need to hear from Jaeger first. Who do you think John is, or how do you know about John? And then I will continue on. I will tell you who John is. And yeah, I just need to know before we continue on that one. So, it's nothing. No, Mimi, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. And no need to be scared on that. Joey is here. And yeah, I got to hear. Jaeger says you have no idea what we are talking about. Me or Mimi? So Jaeger, tell me who John is in my life. And then I'll tell, or Tell me about John. Oh, dang. And Miles is here. Good to have you back, Miles. So, man, hurry up and type that. Tell me who John is. I asked a while ago. Amuse says, how long were you dealing with that last relationship you were in? How much time was invested? It's that's the thing, is it's like so screwed up. You have no clue how to even answer that. I have no clue how to even answer it. Was it 12 years? Was it 20 years? Was it, it's like big old, I don't know how to answer that. Mimi says, I guess I'm a zip my mouth. I'll tell you, I just need to hear, what is today's date? 9:30. And I just got a weird feeling. Why? What is today's date? Jaeger, talk to me. Jaeger's got some secrets. No, Debbie, not John the Baptist. Today's date. Where I am, where are you now? It just turned to 9:30. So yesterday was an interesting day. We'll put it that way. But we're only 26 minutes into. What do you know, Jaeger? Tell me what you know. You know something. Randy, good to have you here. You're a gamer head. What kind of games do you like to play? And Amuse says, wow. So what's today's date? Today, tell me what you're trying to tell me. Are you serious, Debbie? Your maiden name was John? Was it really? Huh. Could you imagine if you married our friend John? Amuse said, what would a nice date be for me? Mimi says it's still the 29th. That's why I was asking. Because it is still the 29th, and I don't know where he is. So he might be still talking about the 9/31 is John's birthday. John who? John who? This is interesting. 9/31 is John's birthday. John who? Tell me which John. Debbie says, we don't joke about that. I used to get teased. Where's the toilet? Yeah, who is John? Jaeger, tell me who John is. You got 15 seconds to tell me who John is. So 9/31. There's not 31 days in September though. How about that one? How about that, Jaeger? There's only 30 days in September. So, how's that? Narcissist. I'm not stupid. You don't recall our conversation? I don't recall talking about a birthday that would never exist. Oh, maybe it's John 9 verse, but he said birthday. So it could be John 9 verse 31, but he just said it's the birthday. And Mimi's like, what? So I think he's just messing with me. We get some trolls in here sometime. Are you trolling with me? So that's my guess. Because I've asked many times, like, tell me what our conversation was. Mimi says I'm literally dying. LOL, I know. I looked it up though. Yeah, and is it important? I don't know. This could be a way God's talking to us. Let's look that up. Let me put away our beautiful flowers. I don't want to go to work tomorrow because I want to just stay and talk. Do you recall what we were talking relationships? So I talk to like hundreds of people. So you got to be specific. Got to be specific with me. It is 12:30 at night. I'm kind of tired, and my whole channel talks about relationships. So you got to be specific with me because I don't know what part of the relationships we're talking about. And nice fall decor with the vase soul. Thank you. We just put that together tonight. I appreciate that, Amuse. So we did my nails and put the vase together. I appreciate that. And that's going to go on my piano. So you're tired too, Mom. I know, sweetheart. We're going to have to log off pretty soon. But see, now he's not telling me. That's narcissistic behavior where you go silent when you don't have an answer. You being a narcissist with me, Amuse? I'm winking at you. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And is it Jay or Jamie? Oh, Jay. Jay the real. Amuse? No, Jaeger. You're being good. I was thanking Amuse. Jaeger says it's been 20 minutes we've been chatting with each other. Yes. And I've asked who John is. And then you're talking about something too vague to continue with. So I'm trying to ask you to be specific. I'm trying to be polite and understanding. So I don't know who's John? Who's John? Even if his birthday is in September, who is he? What made you bring up the name John? All right, so we're going to look at hold on, John. Hold on, guys. 9:31. Might as well. I forgot that. Can't reach the page. Why not? Maybe my internet went down. Did it? Okay. So you gave up asking, and I want to tell you. I'll tell you in a few minutes. Let's see the nails. Ta-da. Okay. So God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, he will heareth. That's actually a good verse. So God does not listen to sinners. And John is my father's name. So that's why I was asking. But so yeah, and my dad's not here, but I do have like his nameplate over here, which I doubt you guys can see. So John is my father's name, but he passed away 2 years ago. But I mean, there's so many Johns out there. It was just ironic. And so, and I know somebody who just had a birthday a half hour ago. So thank you. I appreciate that. But he was at peace. He was at peace, and he suffered for a long time. But maybe that was God's way of bringing this Bible verse out. He says somewhere John got in the mix. Well, you typed it. You typed John, and go back up. You typed it. But that's a good verse. You know. So basically, so the Lord is far from the wicked, but he heareth the prayer of the righteous. So be good people, and God will hear you. Jaeger says somewhere John got in the mix. Yeah. Jaeger says, was John an ex? No, my father's name was John. Mimi says, I am still stuck. You're still stuck with what? You're still stuck. King is here. So no, I was that was my father's name. Ron says we are all born in sin. We fight every day not to sin. Because it's easier to sin. It's tempting to sin. And we want what we want sometimes. We have to practice the patience and faith. Mimi says, oh, what y'all talking about? LOL, I actually gave up. Yeah, we're moving on from that. Mike is here. But yeah, somewhere along the line, but Jaeger, you're the one that typed it. And that's what I was trying to clarify, but it brought us to a really good Bible verse. So we'll take it as a win. Ron says, trying to walk with God is the narrow road. And a lot of people don't want to stay on it. But that's where you're going to have the most blessed, abundant life. And, so Jaeger says, I thought John was your ex. My bad. Nope, that's okay. That's okay. I don't know. Do I have an ex? No, I'm just kidding. I never dated John. So Amuse says, I'm happy you're feeling better, Mimi. And we're glad to have you in chat. Like, I love it when you're here. So Debbie says, run, it's the only road to take. Yep. And we have to be careful too, we don't get tempted off of it. There are false prophets, and that's the scary part. And it's kind of sad too when people think they're doing the right thing. There's a lot of good people that, give their souls to false prophets, and, where we really need to study the Bible on that. Mimi says, LOL, thanks, but I never get better. You're still getting better. Amuse says, what was a favorite name of someone you dated? A favorite name? So amen to that. So yes. A favorite name of someone? You mean, what is the name of somebody I dated? I prefer not to go there. Ron says it's more difficult, but there is a reward to be had for the fight. Yeah. You get that big reward. And Mimi says, what? I think they were asking like my favorite ex, what was his name? And they're still living, so I prefer not to, out of respect. Amuse says, out of all the people you dated, what was the best name you liked? Just the name I liked. So I don't think that's a good idea to go there. I haven't really dated that many people. So Run says, Sword of the Spirit activate. There you go. But I do like, I just said earlier, I like Stefano and Fernando. Those are some good names. Well, we know it's not John. You're right. I never dated a John. Nope. Cats or dogs? I want to be Taylor Swift, so I'll say cats. But I don't know. I like dogs. I don't know. Depends. What kind of dog? Depends on what kind of dog. I have a dog. I've had cats before too. Cats are easier. You can go out of town. Man, I'm getting a sore throat. So Simon, what do you like better? Probably dog. I don't know. The right kind of dog. What kind? I have a Dixie Doo. Pop, pop. Come here, Dixie. Come on, honey. Where's the Dixie? Come on, good pup. I have a lazy dog. She's a Beagle German Shepherd mix. So come here, honey. But it is like 12:30. She's older, so she's on her little time for bed. I'm not messing around. Cats are definitely easier. And you know what? I can tell I'm getting sick, and I'm getting sick quickly. Not deathly ill, but I'm getting that sore throat. Dang it. I'm getting a sore throat. All because I was nice and babysat. Amuse says, did you say my profile picture on my YouTube account? Speaking of dogs, that is. I'm not sure. Mimi says, oh no, don't get sick now. I'll still be able to talk to you. Ron says, I learned so much about dark cabals and what goes on. It makes sense why there's so much sinning and pain, covert temptation every place. Hello, Phil. I'm just getting ready to log off. I'm getting a sore throat. We've been live for 2 hours. So dang it. How you doing? I'll ask how you're doing. I do need to get some sleep, but I want to hear how you're doing first. Amuse says, I'm in a doghouse. And Kane, good to have you. Mimi says, I still got to wait. You still got to wait. Oh, for your laundry? It's not done yet. Amuse says, thanks for sharing your time. You are so welcome. But I want to hear how Phil is doing. I always feel bad when people, especially people who have been great supports, log in and then I pop out. But Phil, let me know you're doing okay. And I will be on tomorrow. How much longer on your laundry do you know, Mimi? Without a doubt, you're doing good? Without what? without you. Without you. Are you doing good? You're doing good without me? Is that what you're saying? How are you doing? I'm doing without you. Yep. Are you mad at me, Phil? Oh, Phil, are you mad at me? Mimi says, anyways, love you. I hope you feel better. I'm not sure though. Um, I'll be okay, but I love you too. And get some really good sleep tonight. And you're not sure how much longer. I get it, but get some sleep tonight. I want to hear how school goes. Amu says, night soul. Good night to you. And Nada. Oh, Debbie says I missed her. Oh, I missed Debbie's comment. I dated a John Hancock. Did you really? Did you really? Thank you for bringing my attention to that. You dated a John Hancock. I bet he had a lot of comments. But Phil, you doing okay before I log off? So I bet. We got more people joining. Oh my gosh. Well, I will go on live again tomorrow. For sure. So thank you for understanding. I will be on earlier tomorrow. Maybe 9 Eastern Standard Time. So 9 to like 11 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Lots of love to you. And he got old. Just boring, you mean? Or we all get older. Ron says, I went to daycare with a gal called Candy. Candy was really popular. Tim, lots of love to you too. Mimi, thank you for all the decorations and sweet love. Lots of love to you guys. And thank you for sharing your stories. Candy was really popular. I bet she had a couple comments too. All right, guys, sleep well. Good night. And Phil, 9 to 11 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Hope to see you there. Lawrence.